Good afternoon. My name is Micaiah Ruth, and I will be introducing my mom, Patrice Canty. She's a motivational speaker, and she sells motivational attire. And she's the Wise Up Wednesday lady. Grab your lunches and prepare yourself to receive an uplifting word.
Hello, well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in this afternoon to receive an uplifting word, to sit and chat with me. So I hope you have your lunches and I hope that you're ready to talk. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment and so we can chat. So everybody know it's the holiday seasons, right? And within the holiday seasons, we go through a plethora of emotions. We're happy, we're sad, we feeling everything. We see all the feel goods, all of the decorations, all of the families getting together or not getting together, because as we know what we are up against. We're still up against a year and some change in, and we're still up against COVID. And that's one of the things that has kind of plagued the holidays for the last year or so. And I just want to let you know, at this time, take advantage of the time that you still have here. Take advantage of the family that you still have in place here, the family that you still have to love on, the family that you have to share in these special moments, the family and the friends that you can just chit chat with, talk with. We have become a virtual platform now. And so we connect with so many people through all of these virtual platforms. And yes, I know it's nothing like receiving that warm hug and looking at somebody and being able to hold their hand and, just being in someone's presence. But just depending on how you and your family, are rocking this year, whether it's virtually, whether y'all are connecting physically, just take advantage of those moments to love your family, be there with your family, be present. It's a time to be present. As you can see, these days are not promised to us. And so we have to be present in the moments that we are still granted here on this earth. So be present in the moments that you have with your friends and your family. And so with that, I just want to say that, yes, we may go through emotions of sadness because we have lost people. I myself have lost people over these past couple of years. And so we may be sad not being able to celebrate the holiday seasons with our family and being able to hold them and being able to be there, have them here in the physical, but their memories, the essence of who they are, the things that they taught you, the moments and the memories that y'all shared, they still will be very prevalent in today. So just take your time in these holiday seasons to reflect on your great memories, reflect on the times that you shared. If you know people that are, by themselves, or, reach out to them. Because, in the holiday seasons, again, this is the time where sadness and depression falls upon us. So if you know people that are kind of loners and they've been to themselves, and because of the pandemic, they are, they're really become hermits, reach out to those people, give them an uplifting word, or just shoot them a quick text message that says, hey, I'm thinking about you today, or hey, you can come get a plate, or what's going on with you today. Just try your best to be that light, to be that inspiration, to be, somebody that is providing happiness throughout this holiday season. Okay. And I'm just so happy that you all are tuned in, that I can come on the platform and I can converse with you all, and I can just be able to share my heart with you and give you uplift and give you inspiration and help you be able to make it through these days. And by talking to you and releasing to you, and it also helps me too. I'm not above getting sad or feeling like, oh my goodness, it's another holiday that, I just have to sit, with my immediate family. Or even if not, then I have, an older grandmother that, she doesn't like everybody to gather at her home, because of the times. But, nothing stops me from picking up that phone and say, hey, Granny, how you doing? What's going on? What are you cooking this holiday season, or whatever have you? You just have to find a way to make sure that you're staying plugged in. And if you haven't learned anything else during this new way of us living, is that we have to stay plugged in. We have to stay plugged into the things that we deem important to us. We have to stay plugged in with the people that we love and we care about. Is so pertinent nowadays, to let the people know that you love them, know that you care about them, know that you that they are in your thoughts. We have to stay plugged in. At the first, the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of people, probably disconnected. We had to be cut off from the world and things of that nature. But now it's time for us to be plugged into what we deem important. If you have any dreams, aspirations, goals, and because this is not just limited to staying in contact with your family and friends, this is about you in whole as a person. If you have these dreams, goals, and aspirations that you want to go after, don't say, well, I'm gonna wait till the new year to go after it. I'm gonna wait till 2022 to put my best foot forward. We still have a good amount of time in 2021 to plant your seed. Don't wait until 2022 to plant your seed for 2022. The things that you will reap in 2022, we need to plant those seeds in 2021. Because as you know, you don't plant a seed today and then go out in a couple of hours and you have a harvest. Okay, you plant those seeds and you give it time to grow, and you give it time to be nurtured, and you give it time to be pruned, and then eventually it'll grow. So whatever you want to see happen in 2022, you need to begin to plant that in 2021. Don't count 2021 out yet. Just those dreams and aspirations and all the things that you want to do, start those things now. Make those things relevant now. Start writing those things out, coming up with goals, coming up with plans, doing what you need to do to prepare for 2022. Because who knows, January 1st, your dream opportunity may come knocking at your door. But if you haven't prepared for your dream opportunity, you're going to blow it, because you're going to be like, oh, well, I was just going to wait until 2022 to begin to prepare. No, you prepare now. You prepare for everything that you want to see come into fruition. So when it comes, a young lady said this in a meeting, I think it was last week, when opportunity plus preparation comes, that's when success is birthed. So if you have to prepare for your opportunity so you can then be successful. Because if you do not prepare for it, the opportunity may come and it may have to pass you by because you wasn't prepared. So everything, the dreams, the goals, the aspirations, the loves, the whatever it is that you want to possess, go ahead. We still have good ground in 2021, okay? Still have good ground to be planted and for the next year, okay? So don't be afraid. Don't throw off what they say. Don't throw off tomorrow what you can do today. And we still have a lot of todays left in this year, okay? So come on, it's time for us to step into who He has called us to be. You have purpose, you have destiny, you have so much potential within inside of you that you need to go ahead and step out and become the person that you're supposed to be. The world needs you. And this is something that I try to tell people often when I have these conversations. The world needs you. Everybody has something within inside of them that the world needs. And when you do not tap into your potential of what it is that you have to offer the world, that somewhere in this world is a lack. Somewhere is going to be a lack because you have what the world needs inside of you. I heard this quote before many years ago. The tree was everything that it was already going to be. So meaning basically when I go get a tomato seed, I want to plant tomatoes, right? And so I'm gonna go to the store to get a tomato seed. When I get those tomato seeds, I'm not expecting oranges to grow. Or when I go get jalapeno seeds, I'm not expecting cucumbers to grow. Whatever that seed, whatever is in that seed, when I buy it, that's what's going to come to fruition. So everything that seed is going to be is already within that seed. So if he thought so much of a seed to put everything in it that it was going to be, what do you think he did for us? What do you think he does for us? Everything that we are going to be is already inside of us. Okay, we just have to take time out to listen, to tap into our potential and do the work. Just because it's already inside of us, that doesn't mean that it's just going to flow out of us. We have work to do. You have to pull those things out of it. Just like when seeds begin to grow, you have to prune them. You have to nurture them. You have to make sure they have the right water. You have to make sure they have the right sunlight in order for them to grow and to become what is eventually going to be. Okay. And that's just like us. Before we can be what we are going to be, we have to be pruned. Some of our old ways, some of our old cells has to be pruned away so our new cells can begin to grow. All right. I know it's hard leaving some of your old ways behind because we sometimes become attached to who we used to be. But before you can step into your next and become who you are destined to be, some of your old ways have to be stripped away. You can't move forward with past thinking. Okay? You can't get to your next level of life thinking on how you used to think. The way that I thought at 25 is way different now than what I thought, than how I think at 36. Okay? The way I thought at 25, it worked for when I was 25. But now that I'm 36, I have to think differently. I have to move differently. I have to produce differently because it's things that I want to do differently in life now. So continue to walk in your path, continue to walk in your purpose. And I can't drive this to you enough. You have purpose. I know sometimes we feel like it's like our head hitting the wall. Like, what am I destined to do in this world? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? I get interested in this for about 5 minutes and then I'm over it. I get interested in that about, 10 minutes and then I'm over it. Listen, you don't have just one purpose in this world. And sometimes our purpose does last for a season. So if this season you like to do, you're an artist in this season and you want to give art classes within this season. And so for about 3 months, you're giving art classes, but something sizzles out and you don't want to do art anymore. Don't think that you're a failure because you don't want to do that anymore. You have different purposes in different seasons. And in some seasons, for some purposes, it's just for that season, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you haven't found your purpose. You found your purpose for that season, and you just continue. You can continue to prune yourself, continue to go, continue to do the work, so your purpose will be revealed to you. The thing that you love the most, that you don't care if you got paid for or not, the thing that when you wake up in the middle of the night and you got your notebook on your nightstand and you just jotting down ideas, that is a good indicator of where you should follow your purpose to. Your purpose is not going to make you tired. Your purpose is not going to drain all of your energy. Your purpose is going to ignite you in a way that you know that this is the path that I'm supposed to be on. This is what I'm supposed to be doing in this world. This is my contribution to the world. Okay? Your purpose is going to ignite you. Okay? And so you have purpose, and it's so important for you to understand that you do. And you're going to hear me reiterate it over and over again, because it's important for the people to know that you have a purpose. It's so many times we sit around and we don't give our best efforts, and we don't tap into who we are because we feel like we don't have anything to offer the world. But you do. You are needed. You are important. You are. And I want you to get that in your spirit. And I want you, even if you don't feel it, I want you to continue to say it until you feel it within your spirit, until you wake up in the morning. You're like, you know what? I got purpose. I got purpose. I'm going to find my purpose, and I may not know what my purpose is right now, but I'm going to keep digging, and I'm going to keep doing the work, and I'm going to do it because you do. And it's important. And you have to figure it out. And it does take work. And you may, like I said, you may bump into a couple dead ends, or you may, discover, oh, well, I thought I liked that, but I really don't like that. And that's okay. That's the journey of life. That's a part of you growing. That's a part of you becoming who you are, who you're destined to be. You're going to journey on roads that, like, maybe I started this journey, but maybe I need to turn around because this is not what I thought it was going to be. That's okay. That's a part of life. I promise it's okay. The whole failure mentality, it's okay. I promise it's okay. Because you have to know how it feels to fall down so you appreciate when you're able to stand up. If you don't know how it feels to fall down, you're not going to appreciate the moment in which you're able to stand up. Okay? So it's okay if you fall. It's okay if you lose your footing. It's okay if everything doesn't work out the way that you originally planned. All right? It's okay. I promise. I've fallen a lot of times. A lot of times. And at first, I was very resentful for falling. I was like, why? I'm a good person and all this kind of stuff. Why do I fall? Why do I have to keep falling? It has nothing to do with the type of person you are, why you fall, why you fail, why sometimes you lose out. It has nothing to do with the type of person you are. Okay? It's called life, and it's called learning lessons, and it's called building your character, building your stamina, building your endurance. Okay? Because now that you've fallen, you know that you're able to get back up. Okay? I fail. So now I have muscle memory, so I was like, okay, this may not work out and I may fall, but I remember last time I failed, I was able to recover. I was able to get up again. I was able to smile again. I was able to love again. I was able to apply to school again. I was able to get another job. I was able to move into another house. I was able to move into another city. Falling does not mean that that's it for you. Falling just means, okay, this is another lesson that I got to learn. Let me get up, get my footing, and keep it moving. You cannot allow you falling affect the way that you move on through life. It can affect you in a way that it makes you a better person, and it helps you to recognize some of your weaknesses that you need to work on, because we all have weaknesses. And I love to give this analogy. Just like when in a boxing ring and somebody, they're boxing and somebody gets hit, blindsided, got hit. It's that first initial hit that rocks you because you didn't see it coming. You was blindsided. But after that first initial hit, you regain your stance. You get back in the ring. You build you square your shoulders back up. The key to it all is to never get hit that same way again, because now you know what your weakness is. Now you know that maybe your arms weren't up high enough, or now you know that maybe when you was in school and studying, you was only studying 2 days a week and you need to be studying 4 days a week. Now on the job, instead of listening to your coworkers, you need to be reading the manuals and listening to your supervisor, doing what you need to do. Maybe in life and love, you realize that you're not a good communicator, so you need to take communication classes. You need to, whatever your weakness is, when it hits you, when it blindsides you, that is the time to hone in on that and make it a strength. All of our weaknesses we can make into strengths, but we don't know if we're weak in it if it's never exposed. So don't be mad that your weaknesses get exposed. Our weaknesses get exposed so it can begin to build us, so they can eventually become a strength. No, it doesn't feel good for your weakness to be exposed. Nobody wants to be vulnerable like all the time, and nobody wants their weaknesses to be exposed. But it's when your weaknesses get exposed is when you can then hone in on them and make them a strength. And then once you make them a strength, that can make you a better person. And in this world, I hope for the most part, we are all striving to be a better person. We are all striving to, to help better the world. There's already so much negative stuff in the world. Already so much negative stuff. Be the sunlight. Be that light. Be that good vibe. You know, we millennials love to talk about vibes nowadays. So be that good vibe. Have somebody when you come around, allow your energy to be good. Allow your energy to be receptive. Allow your energy to be like, you know what? I don't even know what it is about this person, but it is something that wants me to be around, that I want to be around this person. Allow your energy, allow who you are to permeate spaces. Allow, if you walk into a space, allow your energy to be able to change the dynamic of the room in a good way, not in a bad way, in a good way. Be able to walk in and change a negative space and make it a positive space. Okay. And then I want to leave you with making sure that you're okay. Okay. And that's self-accountability, that's self-care, that is making sure you're together mentally, physically, and emotionally. Make sure that you're okay. You have to check in with yourself. So I know I told you, call in, check on your family, check on your friends, and, tap into them, stay plugged in. But you first have to be plugged into yourself. Okay. You first have to be plugged into yourself. If you are not well, if you are not okay, then it's no way possible that you can make sure that anybody else is okay. So I always say this, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if your cup is empty and there's somebody over here that needs something, you trying to pour, it's nothing going to go in that cup. You have to make sure that you're full. That's why and this is not to toot my own horn, but because I have so much energy and I have so much love and I have so much life, it's because I give from my overflow. Have I always given from my overflow? No, I have not. Have I always checked in to make sure that I was okay before I gave to everybody else? No, I have not. But through life, through growing, through becoming a better woman, I realized that I'm no good to myself. I'm no good to my daughter. I'm no good to my friends and my family or anybody else unless I am completely full. So everybody else that is surrounded by me, they receive my overflow. They receive my overflow. And that's what you should give other people. Give them your overflow. We have to get out of this wayward thinking of, well, I give them my last, or I give somebody the shirt off my back. Yes, they're very good quotes to say. They make you sound very, very giving and selfless. But let me ask you this. If you gave me the shirt off your back, what is that going to leave you? What is that going to leave you? You're going to be cold. You're not going to be warm. You're going to be barebacked. And now you're going to be in search of somebody to give you something. I can't give you the shirt off my back, but I can help you get a shirt. I can help assist you get a shirt, but I can't give you the shirt off my back. I can't give you my last, because if I have $10 and you need $10 and I give you my $10, I don't have any more money. But now you got $10 skipping down the road saying, I got $10, I got $10. And now I'm sitting here and I need something to eat. But I gave you my $10 on the strength of, I'll give anybody my last. I'll give them the shirt off my back. No, baby, I need you to give from your overflow. If you are not completely full, don't try to go fill up the rest of the world on being empty, because then it's going to make you bitter and it's going to make you resentful, because you're going to be tired. You're not going to have energy for yourself or the things that you love. The things that you thought you once loved are going to seem aggravating now. It's like, oh my goodness, I got to go do this. Well, baby, you loved it at first, but you started giving from your empty cup and it left you in the negatives. You're trying to make sure everybody else is in the positives and you leaving yourself in the negatives. No, my loves, take care of yourself first. Okay. It's not selfish. It's not selfish. You have to take care of you. You have to first love you. You have to first be present for you. You have to be. First be present for yourself. First take care of you. Give yourself all the love that you're trying to give to everybody else. Give that same love to yourself first, babies. Give it to yourself first. And after you have given yourself all the love that you need, then distribute your overflow to everybody else. Okay? But throughout the rest of this holiday season, these little nuggets, and that's how I do, y'all. I be all over the place, okay? But these nuggets, I really want to leave with you, okay? Make sure you are plugged in. Make sure it's time out for being tuned out. It's time to be tuned in and plugged in. So make sure you're plugged in. And that's plugged in for all your ambitions, your dreams, your goals, with your family, with your friends. Create those memories. It's time to create memories, create moments. You know, we're always in our phones, always into technology. It's the way of the world. But take a moment to create that memory, okay? Understand that you have purpose in this life. You are purposed. You have a destiny. It's something somewhere in the sector of this world that needs exactly what you have to offer. But you have to do the work to tap into it, okay? Third, make sure that your self-care. Make sure you're taking care of you. Don't give anybody else what you haven't even given to yourself yet. Okay? Please. Don't give anybody else what you have not given to yourself yet. Only operate in your overflow. And it's not selfish. Okay? It's not. Plant those seeds in 2021. The harvest that you want to see in 2022, go ahead and begin to plant those seeds in 2021. All right? Because everything that you want to see in 2022, the seed is being planted now. The seed is being planted now. So make sure you are doing the work now. So when the opportunity comes, I'm not even going to say 2022, the opportunity may come next week, next month, at the end of December. But when your opportunity comes, I want you to be prepared for it, because you don't want to wait for the opportunity of a lifetime to come. And because you kept putting it off and not preparing for it, it had to pass you by. Yeah, it may come back around, but why should you have to wait for it to come back around if you could do the work right now to prepare for it for when it comes? Because it's going to come. If you stay faithful, if you stay committed, if you stay obedient, if you do everything that you are destined and you're supposed to do, the opportunity is going to come. But it comes through obedience. It comes through commitment, and it comes from doing the work. It's going to come. And it may not come when you want it to, because you have to be prepared and you have to be ready for it. You have to be able, in a space, mentally, physically, emotionally, to be able to receive what is coming your way. So go ahead and do your work, because it's coming. And it may not come yet because you haven't started doing your work. So do the work. Love on those who love you. Continue to stay plugged in. Plant the seeds of today, okay, that you want to see tomorrow. Plant the seeds. And I thank y'all so much, okay? I know I've done a lot of talking, and I've seen comments and stuff flashing up on the screen. But however, I don't have my glasses on, y'all, so I can't see what is any of the questions or the comments may have been. But I thank y'all. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. As y'all noticed, my daughter said in the beginning, I am the Wise Up Wednesday lady. So Wednesday, you can tune in to catch me. I have a YouTube channel, Patrice Canty. And so every Wednesday, I am posting a motivational word, an uplift, or something. So you can totally tune in. Go ahead, subscribe. Okay. Yep. Shameless plug. I really did do it. Yes. Go ahead and to subscribe to Patrice Canty. So every Wednesday, you can have a word to help carry you through the week. And look at some of my past videos, y'all, because I'm on there. But so yes, thank y'all for tuning in. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Any questions, any comments, anything to say? I know it's only a couple minutes left, but you know, I'm gonna have to scoot up if you do have a question so I can look at the screen. So don't laugh at me too bad. But if not, just email me. My email address was on the my email address was on the screen. Feel free, again, subscribe to my channel, send me a message through, I don't know, can you send messages through YouTube? I don't know, but email me if you have any questions, comments, comments or concerns. And again, I thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your family. Eat a lot of turkey or ham or turnips or whatever it is that you eat. Because I'm going to make sure I eat me a lot of stuff during the holidays, okay? But enjoy your family. I love y'all. But first, love yourselves, okay? Before you can love anybody else, love yourself, all right? And until next time, oh, thank you, Rosalind. See, I had to lean in a little bit. You're welcome. Blessings to you all, too. Blessings, blessings, blessings. And yes, so until next time, I will see y'all later, and happy holidays.